Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Francis Valla. I'm a medical weight loss doctor and a certified master life coach. I'm also the founder of H.E.A.T Academy, which stands for Human Empowerment and Transformation. Using a unique, innovative system, I help people prevent illnesses in different aspects of their life, physically, mentally, socially, spiritually, etc. And with the same system, we can help them master their lives and become their ultimate self, which is the best version of themselves. But before I do that, let me share with you why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm going to share a screen here. This is the picture of my dad. Unfortunately, we lost him at the age of 62, premature death. He had a massive heart attack without showing any signs or symptoms of heart disease. I was a doctor at the time, so you can imagine how devastated I was. I wish I could have saved him. That was a big wake-up call for me. And I realized that I had been in curative medicine for quite a while. And that was one of the triggers that shifted my career from curative medicine to prevention, to preventive medicine. I realized the importance of prevention and education. How could we take the knowledge and the tools and the abilities and skills that we have and share with people, give them the tools to empower them to prevent the illnesses in the first place and prevent catastrophes and illnesses such as heart disease, cancer, mental disease, and such. That was the beginning of my personal transformation journey. And it was also a trigger for me to try to find start a quest trying to answer a number of profound questions through research, science, and evidence, which led to my journey of writing a book. I realized that one of my purposes was to write a book, and which took me about 10 years to write my book called The Third Vision, The Science of Personal Transformation. The first 7 years, I was just doing research. I was trying to find answers to some of the most profound and complex questions which could not be easily answered. I could not find the answers from other people, universities and other resources easily. So I had to find those myself. The last 3 years, when I felt that I had enough of the pieces of the life puzzle put together, I started writing them down. And finally, in 2012, the book was published. During this journey, I realized that, and I discovered that there are certain predictable, preventable patterns that lead to illnesses. Let me show you what I mean. So at some point, what happened is that my dad at some point was in the green zone here in the non-disease or healthy stage. At some point, he entered into the pre-disease or yellow zone without anybody realizing it. He had no signs or symptoms. And by the time he entered the red zone or the disease zone, he had his heart attack and died. And it was too late to do anything. What if we could capture illness before it happens? What if we have, are we able to capture illnesses at the yellow zone and make an early diagnosis and early intervention to prevent that? And the answer is yes. We have the ability to do that. So, and the other question that I had, well, what about the people who are already in the healthy zone, the green zone? Are we able to make them even better? And how can we do that? Make them above average, make them, superior and outstanding performers, peak performers. We restructured the human system into 4 foundations: the body, mind, soul, and social aspects. Your body, mind, soul is within you. You are comprised or composed of your body, mind, and soul, and anything outside of you falls within the social aspects. Your relationship with other people, with your career, with the rest of the world, with the planets, with the trees and nature and such. By combining these two together, we came up with a very powerful tool, which I'm going to show you in just a second. However, before I do that, I want to ask you a question. And I've asked this question from probably more than 1,000 people over the last decade. I want to ask you, how much of your human potential have you achieved? Just think about it. How much of that have you achieved? 10%, 20%, 50%? And based on what? Now, remember I said during my quest and personal transformation journey, I discovered that there are certain predictable, preventable patterns that lead to chronic illnesses in different aspects of your life. Now, the same applies whether it's your body or mind or soul or social aspects. Physical illnesses such as cancer or heart disease, mental illnesses such as depression, suicide, social illnesses such as crime or poverty and such, or even global illnesses like wars and human trafficking, if you will. So there are common denominators, what we call the root rots, that are the fundamental causes, underlying causes that lead to many of these illnesses. And if we could identify those and capture them and intervene early, we can prevent many of these illnesses. So let's go back to that question of your human potential. Now, one of those fundamental root rots, so root causes of many of these illnesses, is the wasted human potential. Many human beings are not fully utilizing and materializing their human potential, or actualizing it, if you will, to the full capacity. So how much of your human potential have you achieved? I've asked this from more than probably 1,000 people, and they were not able to answer. All of them were pretty much either I don't know or just guesses. The reason for that is that to this date, there has never ever been a tool, a reliable tool, that can actually measure your human potential in a reliable scientific way until now. So I want to share that with you. This is a tool that we have developed, the H.E.A.T Life Target, that in fact it's a combination of those two previous slides. So if you think about the 4 foundations, and also considering the 3 different zones, the illness, wellness, and the yellow zone, which is really the at risk or pre-disease stage. Now, using this tool, you're able to quantify your human potential, standardize it, and objectify it. So we've developed a system and a methodology that can help individuals do a self-assessment based on this tool, actually measure in percentage how much of their human potential they have achieved based on standards, as well as ways to objectify those parts of these foundations or sub-foundations can be objectified. So we've developed this tool, an extremely powerful tool that can quantify, standardize, and objectify your human potential. To my knowledge, there has never been anything like this before. And we have developed a system and methodology which allows our mentees and students to follow the system and be able to have a self-assessment and a roadmap of where they are today and how they can become their ultimate self using our systems and using this tool to measure their human potential. In the next video, I will dive deeper into this life target, this tool, and I'll explain the different foundations and sub-foundations much deeper and explain the connections one by one over the next few videos and explain how those would work. If you haven't already, I would highly suggest to sign up for free at HEATacademy.com and become a HEAT member and ride this journey of personal transformation with us, where I will provide a series of tutorials and videos that will help you master your life and become your ultimate self. I'm pleased to have served you. Become your ultimate self with love, purpose, and passion. Until next time, so long.